Alright, sorry about that. I forgot to start recording immediately. So we kept this hand. It's, pretty straightforward. It's got dig spells and spell stutters. And it looks like our opponent is on Storm. So these spell stutters we'll have to use wisely. Although I don't know how much we can actually... Yeah, we might just die, depending on what we draw. But I played a fair bit of this Storm deck, so I usually can't go off until a little bit later. I'm gonna probe him for life first. Alright, so he has Grape, Petal, Right, Ideas, Dark Writ, Cabal, Writ. Okay. Oh, that's Petal, not Little. So next turn he can go break Vent, cast a bunch of rituals. He can't get double blue though to cast Ideas. Alright, so I think I'm pretty safe in being able to play Bear here and apply pressure. If he had an Empty the Warrens in his hand, like, I might need to preordain to try and find a Daze. Just because, like, an early Empty I can't really beat on turn 1 or turn 2. So, yeah. Or is this way, like, we actually apply pressure? And the Storm deck actually depletes its life pretty quickly between stuff like Sign and Bloods and Gitaxian Probe for life. Oh, wow. Is he really just going off? Did he rip an Empty? That's so sick if he ripped Empty. I guess he could break Petal for blue. Yeah, okay. And Ideas. I guess if he drew a star or something like that. Even then, though. I'm not sure what would cause me to make that line that early. Like, unless... I'm trying to think. Like, yeah, it would have to be an Empty. But then I wouldn't cast Ideas. Yeah, okay, so he just completely... Okay, and I has to discard 3? I have no idea why you would try and do that. Okay, I'll take it. Discard Needle. Like, sure, I can have counters up, but... Like, there's no way that's worth it. Like, you had to draw specifically Empty. And now I'm just going to attack for 2. It's going to be very hard for him to get back into this game, and so I'll just leave Spell Stutter open. I'm pretty sure this is like the epitome of trying to go off prematurely. Like, Ideas Unbound is an insane card when it resolves, don't get me wrong. The card is so sweet, but, like, if you ever die when you cast an Ideas, like, or you don't kill them when you cast Ideas, just such a complete blowout. I don't know, maybe this guy's a new Storm player or something. Like, it's possible. But, like, I haven't, like, I know. I've played, like, a few dailies with Storm, and I think the deck is, like, really cool, and I really enjoy playing it. It's quite fun, but I just haven't been able to consistently get to the 3-1s, 4-0s like I could more so with Delver. I feel like Delver requires a less intimate understanding of the deck, and, like, in addition to, like, Delver as a concept for me is be easier to understand than Storm as a concept for me, if that makes any sense. Like, I've played fish decks in like almost every format. Like, I've played Merfolk when it was good in Standard, and then I've played like Merfolk in Legacy when it was good in Legacy. Play Delver right now in Standard, and I've played decks like this, either mono blue or blue black, in this sort of format. So, I don't know. Fish to me is something I can just always play, and regardless of what cards you're actually using, I think I understand fish. Whereas Storm is something that I really have only played in Pauper. So, yeah. Alright. Guy might be multi-queuing, so just wait. Unfortunately, FF Split doesn't have a pause recording feature, which is kind of unfortunate. So that if I want to like stop recording when my opponents go into the tank forever and then restart, I have to edit them together using like YouTube video editor, and it's a pretty big pain because then I also have to upload a million little chunks and keep track of which chunks go where. So that's why I will just try and fill dead air with awesome commentary. Return to Ravnica spoilers has started. I actually have not looked at any because I've been really busy this weekend, but I saw the new Jace, which looks pretty sick. Not looking forward to having to go buy 4 of them, but I probably will anyway. Alright, we were able to get our draw stack. Yay! Alright, I'm just going to preordain here. There's the bears, you say? Yeah, something tells me that like multiple Phantasmal Bears is not very good against a grape shot, a hand that has grape shot in it. Because you could just machine gun them. Talisman Bear is a pretty sweet card. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this guy's choice in Dark Ritual art. I know I disagree with a lot of people on which art they like for Dark Ritual, but this is definitely not it for me. I like the, I'm really partial to the beta one. Yeah. I just really like the simplicity of it. I think it's quite cool. I'm just gonna bottom both of these. Oh, I'm gonna play Delver. I won't say they're I think I'd rather just apply a little bit more pressure than leave a double counterspell. Especially seeing as we drew hard counterspell in addition to Spellstar Sprite. So like if he plays a Petal here or something, I'm probably not going to counter it. Like, because he could easily go like Petal and then attempt to Ideas Unbound or something like that. Then I could counter the spell after the Ideas Unbound to make him discard 3. Depending on a few factors. Right, come on, let's flip Delver. One-time dealer. Actually, I don't need to use a one-time here. I think I'm winning this game pretty handily, but he's back up to 6 cards in hand, so I'm gonna leave up double counterspell here, almost definitely. You can also make a case for having played 1 Sprite at the end of his last turn. I'm not sure that's what I want to be doing. Alright, let's preordain. Don't really want another dollar, but I do want a Cloud of Fairies because it's effectively a free, and it lets me get more value out of these sprites. Yeah, so Dark Ritual, I like the beta one. A lot of people like the I think it's the Saga one, where the guy's hand is like, the guy is just you just see this like dead hand hanging out of a bin of some sort. But I don't know. I just love me the beta one. Or on Moto, it's the Masters Edition 4 one. Alright. So yeah, now we have just gonna counter that. There's no reason. Okay. Alright. Well, that was pretty much an exercise in triviality, because after that Ideas Unbound, he was pretty much dead. Okay, so cards we want. Echoing Truths are good against the Goblin's Plan. Hydroblasts are good against the Rituals. Dispels are good. Deprive is good. Null is okay, like it counters Petal and Stars, but I don't think that's enough. Pirate's Germ like makes them discard a card. I'm not sure how good that is. So cards I don't want are Snap. It's very bad. You can make a case for boarding out Daze, but I think like there are definitely possibilities for Daze as a blowout where you can just like when they're trying to go off early with a ritual, and you can like either force them to tap out of a certain color, or counter the ritual entirely. And then I think I don't want Ponders. I think Preordains are just better. I think these dirtle a little too hard. And like maybe a Spiral Golem I could cut. Actually, here, let's keep 2 Ponders and cut like 3 Spiral Golems or something. because I don't really want to be tapping 3 mana for a threat against this deck. I just want to be playing like really early threats and then having counters up. This end is really sweet. It's like exactly what I want. Like Phantasmal Variant to Cloud of Fairies with 2 1-mana counters is like real sweet. So I just like assume he doesn't go off here, which I think is a reasonable assumption. Like Storm on the play, like the odds of them going off turn 2 are not great. Yeah, see. All right, so now I've got 3 damage per turn coming on, and we have some sweet counters. Yeah, the Delver is definitely favored versus Storm, because unlike other aggro decks, yeah, that's fine. Unlike other aggro decks, like say Stompy or White Weenie, where you effectively, as the Storm player, you just let them beat you down until oh, it looks like he's going for it. You just let them beat you down until you're dead next turn, and then you just go off with whatever you have, and you usually get there. Like I would say, like a large percentage of the time. Whereas with Delver, I'm putting pressure on you, and you can't just do that. You can't just go off under pressure. Or you can't, ooh, Hydro Blast you. Yeah. Hydro Blasting here, because if he has a Dispel of his own or whatever, I can Dispel back. Yeah. And so, like, now he's pretty boned. Like, this was a 3-for-1. Okay, he's still gonna go for it. Interesting. Okay. Faithless Looting is such a sick card in the Storm deck. Like, it's insanely good. This card's Chromatic Sphere. Didn't recognize the old Chromatic Sphere because it's uncommon, so it's more to buy for bots. So I run the new ones. Oh my god, pardon me. Alright, so he's pretty much dead. Preordain. Don't really think Sparkle is what I want here. That is what I want, though. Yep. So again, you see, it's just like finding a critical time to counter, and because we applied early pressure, now he's super far behind, and that's pretty much a theme within the Delver versus Storm matchup. Man, we're drawing a lot of lands, considering we preordained one to the bottom, but oh well, we're still pretty much murdering him. We have 2 like they're not soft counters, but well, I don't know, maybe they are soft counters. Yeah, I guess they're soft. These are soft counters. I don't even... Yeah, no, I don't want to play. Like, the difference between a spell start for 3 and a spell start for 2 is actually relevant. This way we can counter, we can counter a Seething Song. Although I guess our Dispel could counter it as well. I was just thinking, like, I'm not sure cycling it is going to be better, because we'll either draw a counter spell, which is obviously good, or we'll draw, like, another sorcery speed threat, which we would have drawn next turn anyway. Alright, so he's going for it. No, sir. Excellent. Alright. Well, that was pretty textbook of how that matchup plays out generally. So, we're 1-1, and we'll attempt to salvage this daily by winning the next 2. Thanks for watching. See you in round 3.